Nicky Chin's going to let fly with the shot. Chin dances around Tony and there, and again. Oh, how with the shot once, twice. What a glove save by Stephen Boone. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Disc 3, and this is the final of the 2014 EPL playoffs, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. It's the top two in the league going into clash, the two that have won the trophy so far this season, as well as the Manchester Phoenix take on the Basingstoke Bison. After yesterday's semi-finals, it's certainly going to shape up and be a cracker again. And joining me to go through this one once again is Lee Jones. And Lee, I can't wait for this one to begin. It's always exciting, the playoff final, but for once we've actually got the top two in the league going at it as well.
We have, yeah, top two going at it. They've been at it tooth and nail all year. Manchester came out on top in the league, the Bison won the cup. Hey, who wants the second trophy? Who wants the double? Can Manchester play as bad 2 days running? I'm not sure. I still think Manchester might win this.
It's a very tight one indeed, because obviously you've got to think about it. The Manchester Phoenix yesterday, I think everyone expected to come out against the informed Wildcats and wipe the floor with them. Instead, they found it very tough going, and they never really seemed to click across any line. Kovar and Bakaric didn't really do too much. Hand and Cerny didn't too much either. Those stars need to turn up today for the Phoenix.
Yeah, they do big time, and Tony in the end actually changed the lines up so that he kind of isolated Kovar yesterday, but it actually brought the best out of him. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they match up, you know, tonight across the lines on both teams.
And how about the Basingstoke Bison? I mean, a nice convincing victory in the end against Guildford. Yes, Guildford were very poor. Yes, Guildford were very disappointing. But at the same time, the Bison did the job, and did the job well with a fine second period performance.
They did, yeah, and again, the lines were changed around by Shepherd at the end of the first period. I'd called it and said, I don't know why he's changed them, and yeah, that backfired on me, but it worked out for the Bison. You know, Guildford didn't play great, but the Bison did have spells in that game where they did tear them to shreds.
Right then, let's look at our keys to the game as always throughout our shows here. They can always be a player, they can be a moment, they can be absolutely anything really. So let's look at the Manchester Phoenix today, and who's your key to the game, or what is your key to the game tonight?
For me, it's Kovar tonight. You know, he came last night out of nothing. Swindon a 3-2 up. He dances through the middle of the ice and lays the puck off from McKinney to finish. That changed the game for me for the Phoenix. They came out in the overtime period all guns blazing, and you know, the key to them is just to settle down. They didn't settle at all last night until sort of 15 minutes gone in the third period. It'll be interesting to see how they play tonight. I don't see them having two bad games in a weekend, if I'm honest.
He talks about Kovar there with the man who set up that goal. I'm going for the man who scored that goal. It always seems to be, whenever we come here with the Manchester Phoenix, a guy comes out of kind of nowhere. That's not disrespectful, but not the usual guy you'll write the headline about. Turns up, puts in a performance. Andrew McKinney yesterday, 2 goals and an assist. In my opinion, should have been man of the match. James Archer took it. But McKinney could be the key, because at the end of the day, the Bison will know about the threats that are from the big guys in that Phoenix lineup. They need to match up with those threats that are big in the Phoenix lineup, and McKinney could be the man who's just going to come in and just be a man who sneaks under the radar and causes the Bison a bit of damage. Let's look at the Bison themselves now. There's options across the line. Are you sticking with yesterday's choice, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Yeah, no, I am going to stick with Doug Shepherd, because, you know, I said about his coaching yesterday, and he proved me wrong, that's for sure, with the line changes he made, and it worked for the Bison. Can he be that good on the fly again tonight? I think he can be, and that could be a key to the Bison winning tonight.
For me, with the Bison, it's a man that really is a bit of a veteran of these stages. It's Nicky Chin. I mean, yesterday he wound back the clock with an absolutely sensational performance. He led by example as a captain. And when was the last time we saw him dance through a defence like he did? But it wasn't just that. He was on the back check. He was working hard. He was actually bringing out the best of other guys, like Cam Wynn, who had a sensational game yesterday. A couple of years ago, we talked about Adam Brittle having an absolute stunner for the Milton Keynes Lightning, and then the next night really disappointed. I'm hoping Cam's not going to do the same with that tonight, and I'm hoping Nicky Chin, as captain, is going to lead the side on the bench and try and drive them forward. Now, of course, I have to put prejudices aside here for my prediction. I have to look at this as a neutral. It's been tight between these two teams all year long. The thing is, though, every time it goes on the big ice, something comes over the Manchester Phoenix, and they've lost to the Bison. And when they play on their home ice, they're very strong, they're very big. This is different though, this is Coventry. This is where the Phoenix are defending champions of the playoffs, and they want to prove that they are the best team in the league this year. So for me, Manchester Phoenix by 1. I was wrong yesterday, I hope I'm not wrong again today. Anyway, on to you, Lee, what's your prediction for the game?
Well, for me, if Manchester turn up and play the hockey that we know they can play, I think that'll be too much for the Bison. If they don't turn up, then the Bison will nick it by 2, I believe. In my heart of hearts, I think Phoenix might win this game by 2 goals.
All right then, guys, so let's go through the lineups for this, the EPL playoff final, beginning with the nominal home side, who are the Manchester Phoenix. They are, of course, the 2013-2014 league champions, and in 2 is James Archie. He's assistant captain as well. 3 is Robert Schnabel. 4, Luke Boothroyd, captain. 9, Anthony Tony Hand, Anthony Hand on the game sheet, obviously. 12 is James Neal. 13 is Michael Cerny. 15, an assistant captain, is Ben Wood. 19 is Richard Bentham, with 29 of Joe Graham. The 2 netminders for the Phoenix are number 30, Paul Maudsley, and number 31, Stephen Bone. 62 is Jacob Corson-Heron, with 66, Robin Kovar. 83 is Frankie Bacharach, with 87, Yaron Dickinson. And rounding off the Phoenix is number 91, Andrew McKinney. The away team, the Basingstoke Bison, playing in the red, white and silver. They are the 2013-2014 EPL Cup winners. And they line up as followed. Number 4, Matt Selby. Number 7, Kurt Reynolds. 9 is Andy Malacarino. And 11 is Zach Sullivan, with Cam Wynn in 14. 15 is Joe Baird, and he's assistant captain. 18 is Miroslav Van Troba. 27 and captain is Nicky Chin, while Doug Shepherd, the player coach, is in 28. Colin Standing, one of the netminders, in 35, with Thomas Karpov in 44. Dean Skins, the other netminder, in 45. Danny Ingoldsby is number 57 for the Bison. Aaron Connolly in 63, and the other assistant captain. 81 is Carl Graham, 86 is Joe Rand, 89 is Kieran Long, Stuart Morgan 94, and Joe Greener is 97. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. This should be an absolute cracker. Referee Matthew Thompson checks with the goal judges, puts his arm in the air, and we're underway in the 2013-2014 EPL playoff final. Kurt Reynolds with the first shot of the game to test Stephen Fone, as Chin and Rand go in the corner up against the Bison line of Kovar and so on, as Archer will now take it forward over the red line. He's under pressure straight away from Sullivan. Rand again with his second hit of the game, only 20 seconds in. Chin now battling for on the blue line. It's going to fall for Kovar here. He's going to get an opportunity off Dean Skins with the save. Chin just gets it out the zone for the Bison. A good start there for the Phoenix. Yeah, great start for the Phoenix. They controlled the puck well. Kovar got the shot away. Good save from Skins. What you want as a goalie early is just to fill the puck. Rand and Reynolds getting their lines confused there and turning in on each other as a check comes in, and Archer's going to chase that one in against Sullivan. Sullivan turns it over. He's going to look for a little bit of support from Archer. And Cerny now does indeed have it, lays it back. James Neal with the shot. Dean Skins with the early save as it goes behind, and the Bison have to chase in the corner through Karpov. Neal, fortunately playing today, looked like he suffered a bad injury with that shot that went straight into the skate yesterday. But it's great to see him back out on the ice in this game. Yeah, it is. You know, it looked like it hurt a lot yesterday, and it's good to see James Neal on the ice. Offside there on the play as Schnabel tried to take that one forward. Some nervous Bison fans. They ended their 14-year wait for silverware earlier this year by claiming the EPL Cup. They would love to make this a double. This is the 2 sides who dropped down from the Elite League 5 years ago. It's been a long time in coming, this one. This is the one everyone suspected was going to walk away with it when they both joined. But instead, they're both down here now, and this is the first time they've met on the grandest stage of them all. It is, you know, they met in the semi-final last year. Phoenix came out on top on the shootout, but it's the first time everyone expected these 2 teams to come down and blitz this league and win trophies, but they haven't, you know, and this is the first time they meet. Bison come forward with Karpov and Shepherd and Van Troba working well, but the Phoenix hold firm on the blue line, and Malacarino just took a tap of it as he came out, and he'll be offside on the play, with Selby having a few words with Frankisek Bacharach behind the play. Phoenix have started well. You know, they needed to after yesterday's performance. They weren't great yesterday. Of course, the Manchester Phoenix, as the nominal home side, do get the final change. So Tony Ham will look to take advantage of that and match the lines up he wants on the game. Yeah, it's a big thing as well when you're in a final like this to be able to get the lines out on the ice that you want against your opposition. Here comes a turnover. Turnover there with Cerny and Van Troba. Karpov back, still falls for the Phoenix as Selby's going to have to work hard with Bacharach behind the play. Expect a battle between those two. Bacharach comes away with it first time. Support from Karpov, but Cerny gets it. Jarble with the shot. And Skins able to flick it away. Still in there for the Phoenix though, with Ham behind the net. He's under pressure straight away from Van Troba. Schnabel back out of the point. He lets fly. Dean Skins sees it all the way and makes a good glove save. And that's the difference here. If they actually move the players out of the way, it gives Skins a chance to see the shot. He sees it there and comes up the big glove save from the shot from... Oh, there you go. Look, what's the point in that from Greener? I have no idea why he has to do that. No call on the play coming up. Referee Thompson probably going to go over and check with Steph Hogarth exactly what happened here. Happy with Steph's decision there?
I don't understand why Greener has to do that though.
Bison then, a little bit of change in line from yesterday with Wynn going out with Long. It's the third line for the Phoenix as Bentham gets the pull away, tries to lay it off to big bad Ben Wood in the slot there. Shot still comes in, goes up into the netting behind, and Matt Thompson throws it outside.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It hit the side, hit the side of the net and went out, as you can hear there from Thompson. Do you know what? This is great having the referee on the mic. You know, we understand that if he needs to talk to a player or anything, he'll turn the microphone off, and that's understandable. But, you know, to hear this, you don't get this close to the action normally.
Phoenix with another draw win then as Boothroyd dumps it around the back of the net, forces Skins to come out between him and Baird. They can't deal with it as Jacob Corson-Heron gets it, signed from the Bison last season. A dreadful injury curtailed his career with Basingstoke. He stepped on with the Phoenix and got a championship medal. Ben Wood with it now, trying to work this one around under pressure from Sullivan. Heron tries to get the turn from Long, still in there as Wood will use all his strength up against Kieran Long. They're a battle along the boards to see who will come out with this puck, and it's Wood holding firm at the moment. Gets the layoff to Heron as Thompson tells him to move. Wynn tries to come in. Boothroyd at the point, broken up in front there by Long, and the Bison will get a chance to break with this line, but it's going to go up the ice and over the netting, and it's out the zone.
That's good play from the Phoenix and a good break up from the Bison there. It was a good job that Long did make that because Wood was in behind him down low, and that could have been an interesting moment if that had happened.
So that's a line of Wynn, Greener and Long there. Now the Phoenix go back out there with Kovar, McKinney and Archer. The line that did the damage towards the end of the game as James Neal just miscontrols it and forced to dump it in. But the Bison will be under pressure as Selby tries to get it clear. Connolly's going to have to skate to get this one clear. Does so, takes neutral ice but turns it over to Schnabel. Will get the opportunity to skate, and unfortunately Chin's already gone in, and the Bison can only dump it in and force the turnover.
There was a partial turnover there from Schnabel. It didn't really affect the Phoenix because Chin had already committed the zone.
And again, this time an offside on the play coming up.
Right, shot on goal, Robert.
Not a shot on goal there was the shout at
Yeah.
Robert
That goes
Schnabel.
down as a shot on goal, all in trouble.
Tells you all you need to know there from referee Thompson.
It's the right thing as well. It's not a shot on goal, so the face-off should have just been allowed to get out the zone and carry on. But it's great to hear this.
3 minutes and 15 gone here in the first period. It's edgy so far. The Phoenix having the better of the early play as the Phoenix now come forward with Kovar. Kovar got 3 Bison men around him, still dumps it on the net and forces Dean Skins to cover up.
Kovar's good at that, you know, in the neutral zone. He's got good hands. He proved that yesterday for the tying goal for Manchester yesterday. Manchester have started well today. They've come out, they've actually taken the body, which is something they didn't do to Swindon. Swindon did that to them yesterday. They took the body. They've created a few chances, but, you know, nothing clear-cut as yet.
It's a positive start here from the Phoenix compared to yesterday as Neal will now get it and tries to work it into Cerny behind the net. He's got the other side of Reynolds, but Reynolds is able to work it back into his favour with the layoff to Shepherd. The Bison get the opportunity to break. Karpov having to stick it down on the play. Shepherd and Melacarino takes control of it now, dumps it over the blue line, skates around Bakaric as the Bison change. Schnabel turns it over to Shepherd, maybe the first chance here for the Bison. Shepherd with the wraparound, smart save there at the near post from Bone to stop that one from sneaking in.
Yeah, great move from Phone there, going post to post, getting the pad down low and stopping that shot from Shepherd. Another big save there.
Reynolds with the big shot from the point, but this one might come out the other way for the Phoenix as Michael Cerny takes it forward. Cerny with the shot, broken up on the near side by Van Trober and taken into the boards. Bakaric throws his body in there as a board battle ensues as they're trying to work this one out, and it does come out for the Phoenix with Bakaric. Lays it off to Hand, who just loses it off the end of his stick. Still alive in the zone as Joe Graham tries to keep it live, and Karpov now collects on the blue line. He's going to have no support as the Bison go for the change, so he's going to have to do it all himself. Finally finds a bit of support from Cam Wynn, who gets the shot off. That's easily into the body of Stephen Bone, though.
Sensible play by Wynn, though. You got the puck from Karpov. You don't want to go in on the zone on your own. You're going to have 3 Phoenix players around you. Just get it on net, get the change in there, get the attack and draw.
4 minutes and 24 here gone in the first. Both sides didn't have the best of first periods yesterday, never really got into gear. This will be a good test if they can get going early here.
Yeah, Manchester never got going, and the Bison did in fits and starts in that period.
Ooh, Joe Baird shot all the way through their phone, just getting a glove on it, deflects it into the corner as Boothroyd tries to clear, and eventually Ben Wood does. The Bison will now work this one forward through Wynn. He's going to go hard into the board for his troubles. Dumped into the zone. Offside not called. Joe Greener with the shot. Blocker save there for Phone.
I'm not sure that Tony Hand would actually want this matchup. Greener long, and yeah, okay, it's Cam Wynn out there as well, but you wouldn't want this matchup with your third line, especially with Long. He's a bit of a sniper.
Maybe a chance though for them to break as Ben Wood takes it forward. He's got support from Corson Heron, forces the shot on Skins, and the Bison defence a little slow to react there. Eventually going to be collected by Joe Baird as he looks to find a pass out. Can only find Win and doesn't clear the zone, so a bit of a battle ensues. But Joe Baird gets it. He'll hope to become the second Baird to pick up a winner's medal here in Coventry this weekend after Brendan, more famous for playing for the Bees, but he was playing for the under-18 Drones. As there's an icing on the play, they turned over the Nottingham Leopards.
Randy!
There we go.
What's the timing on the hit?
Just to watch the timing on the hits there to Joe Rand. Does like to throw the body round. It's his style of play.
It is his style of play, and that's good from Thompson. Just telling him, just keep your eye on the timings and lets the players know as well. Good thing.
Rand coming up with the draw win then. Reynolds finds himself under pressure, can only wrap it around into Rand behind, where Boothroyd, player of the year this year for the IEHJ UK, comes up with the puck and gets the turnover as the Phoenix will look to take this one forward. Kovar with it now, he's got 4 Bison men around him, and Connolly comes in with the big check on the play. Didn't like that one too much, but it was pretty fair. Now he throws it to the body afterwards. No call on the play, and the Phoenix get the turn back.
Could have been as well, because he jumped into that hit. But it was a good hit coming through neutral ice. Here we go.
Great pass, Kovar then with it on the hash marks, looks for the lay across to Archer. Great play there by Reynolds to hold him up. As that puck goes up and it will stay in the zone. Plenty of all-stars out on the ice in this one. Michael Cerny, a first-line all-star. Robert Schnabel, a second-line all-star. Luke Boothroyd, a first-star all-line. Stephen Fohn, first-line all-star. Robin Kovar, second-line all-star. Kurt Reynolds, first-line all-star. Zach Sullivan, second-line all-star. Dean Skins, second-line all-star. And Thomas Carpel, first-line all-star. Shows how many quality players are on this ice today.
They're all-stars.
Thank you very much indeed for that. Anyway, on we go. Schnabel with it at the point. Looks at the shot and the tip. Nearly found Cerny. And now Melacarino will collect it over the red line. He takes it. Oh, I missed that. I thought he got control of that. Did I just mean to read that entirely wrong?
You read it a bit wrong. He just missed it. He looked to get the tip in. It just rolled just past the stick. So good call by the Linos.
Been another good year for those Phoenix fans. They love this environment here in Coventry. Last year, the champions in the final. This year they're the champions of the league. They'll be hoping to make it a double. One team will be going home with 2 trophies this season at the end of tonight.
They've had a great season. They had that bit during the middle of the season where they sort of tailed off. We touched on that yesterday, but they've come back really strong at the end here.
This time it is Melacarino who comes away with it. Tries to get round Joe Graham, gets held up on the play. No call from either official there. And there's no real complaint about that one as Schnabel has it in behind his own net. He's going to look for a way out. Hand just loses it off the end of his stick as Karpov finishes, tries to get the turnover on the board. Hand holds him up there, no call on the play from either official as Shepherd will now be battling for that one along with Schnabel. Hand in there again and Bacharach gets the breakaway. 2-on-1 break here if they can work this one. Bacharach's going to run into the start. Sterling, there he is on backhand forehand. Great save by Dean Skins. Cerny on the follow through, tries to get the glove on that one and take control of it. The Bison are going to be under a little bit of pressure as they try and clear, but a good play there between Bacharach and Cerny, something you didn't see too much of last night.
No, you didn't see that at all. And they've linked up really well there. They've got rid of the big cross-ice passes, and that's something that blighted them yesterday.
Cerny now with it again, gets the shot off, and that one goes high and hits the face mask. Referee Steph Hogarth straight away shows.
Yeah, it's good from the Phoenix. They're throwing pucks on net. Doesn't matter what angle that they're going to fire at net on Dino, I would think, tonight.
You never know, you get your angle all wrong there. It just takes a deflection. You've moved that pad a slight bit too much and you could be in trouble. Boothroyd now will take this one forward under pressure from Wynn. 2 Bison men go with him. Sullivan tries to pinch in and doesn't get it. So the Phoenix will take control of this one as they work it to the net with Benford for the wraparound. Baird with the stick first time around and then puts the body in the way. That one goes up and it says it comes off the glass straight away.
Yeah, definitely hit the glass. You heard it as it rimmed round there. It's good pressure from the Phoenix third line. They're trying to roll the Bison, and Sullivan pinched into a hit there that he didn't end up connecting with, and that could have caused them a bit of a problem, but luckily they managed to work themselves out in the end.
Face-off still in the Bison's defensive zone as Long comes away with the individual win, gets the clear off the glass, and Greener will go in a stake with Neil, and he dearly gets the turnover. That was great play there by Neil, just getting the stick on the right side to hold it up. Yeah,
great defensive work there, just what you want from a D-man there with someone like Joe Greener coming towards you. He's a bit of a mountain and it's good strength.
Ben Wood again showing his pace. It's really impressed me tonight here as a forward. How much pace he's got. The Bison trying to work that from forward a bit, a little too cutely, and Boothroyd will come away with it the other way. He works it in around. Baird has to stay at the net, so the Phoenix will take control here. Boothroyd looking for that little bit of support. still in there, got an opportunity, work it to the near side, come off the pipings there, and Baird tries to get it clear but doesn't again, and the Phoenix getting a good line change. Joe Graham's drive past the post, Wynn and Boothroyd will go to a battle there. The Bison need to get a hold of this one, you feel. Kovar loses his stick and is forced to give that one up in the end, but again the Bison unable to clear that zone. Now they do through Kieran Long. He comes over the red line, 2-on-2 break. He goes for the fake, tries to dipsy doodle, gets it once again, taken
Great
down
hit.
on the play. Great hit by Boothroyd, got everything on the right side. Bison still with the puck in the zone though as Greener fires it across, trying to find any old sort of bounce. It just doesn't come, and out come the Phoenix. 2-on-2 break, Kovar and Archer. Kovar goes in alone. Dean Skins with the blocker save.
This is a great game of hockey so far. You know, yesterday's games weren't great, and today Manchester and the Bison here have actually come out flying.
Kovar winning that one again as the Bison fails to clear their zone. It's going to be under pressure, and it might get the turnaround here through Graham. Graham dumps it into Archer, who looks straight away to wrap it around. Man rushing into the slot is Andy McKinney as Kovar turns and twists. Still got control of the puck. Bison just can't seem to deal with it in their own zone and not making the most of possession elsewhere as Chin does get the clear for the Bison, and Rand will now take it forward. Under a lot of pressure, takes the hit from Graham, but Graham's the man who goes down as Chin follows with Schnabel, and the Phoenix get out again. You see, it's that time in the zone at the moment, I think, that's proving key. Right now, the Phoenix seem to be making the most of their time in the zone. The Bison are getting in, and it's coming out as quick as it can as well.
Yeah, but the Bison are actually having chances to clear their zone as well, and they're not doing that effectively enough, and that's what's giving Manchester more time in their end.
Aaron Connolly tips it into the zone, will put the pressure on Graham with the hit, but all he takes is a bit of board. And if the Phoenix work this, Bakaric and Cerny are going to have a breakaway. Bakaric comes forward, gets on the forehand. Joe Baird steps across and takes it up into the netting.
It's good stick again from Joe Baird, and that's something the Bison did yesterday to Guildford. They didn't allow them to gain the zone with ease. Something they're going to be looking at as well today, obviously, with Cerny and Bakaric there. They look like they're linking up nicely as well.
9 minutes and 23 gone here in this first period. Certainly the 10 minutes of this game nearly so far has been better than anything we've seen so far this weekend.
I think so, yeah. You know, and normally the 18s game is a great game to watch as well, and today that was a little bit flat.
Phoenix try and keep that one in the zone through Schnabel, but Baird's going to get the breakaway. Instead dumps it off the board, having taken the red line, and the Bison charge come. Phone having to collect behind his own net, and that smart play there by Phone. Didn't go for the quick wrap, but Karpov gets the breakaway, and Karpov gets getting held, no call on the play. Karpov still has it, works it around, trying to find a bit of support, but Bakaric comes across, and look at Cerny go through. Cerny's going to have an opportunity if he gets the other side of Van
great
Trober.
stick by
Great
Van
play by
Trober
Van
there.
Trober, would have been offside as well. 2-on-2 break for the Bison though. Karpov takes it forward, he gets the shot off, looking for the man on the trail is Shepherd, but the Phoenix again get control of it. Right now the this neutral ice, and that's a call on the play, slashing against the Bison.
Oh,
big hit there by Karpov on Bakaric, shot on the play.
Is there
from
going to be
Baird.
two here?
Let's have a listen to Thompson.
9, red.
A little bit of afters there as Schnabel and Baird have a little coming together. You heard that there from referee Thompson. It's a 2-minute penalty on Malacarino. It's 2 minutes for slashing, and there's still a little bit of sorting out here as Bakaric and Karpov had a big hit. Matt Thompson's going to have a word with someone after the shot, after the whistle. Bit
Yeah,
of a complaint from
Steve
Phone.
Phone came in and just said that that's a bit high.
2-minute slash confirmed there by Thompson.
Yeah, I think Phone just came in and just said, look, that was a bit high after the play, wasn't it? And yeah, he did agree. We'll have a word, but I thought it could have been called as well. Actually, that's just maybe that's just me, but
Just you being a goalie.
no, well, no, not a goalie. I'm on about the hit that Bakaric took down here from Karpov. It looked like it was high. It was late. The whistle had already gone.
So 10 minutes first, and there's the shot from Kovar, broken up by Connolly. 10 minutes gone here in this first period. It's the first penalty, and it's the Phoenix who'll go on the power play as they look to try and work this one out. Rand just sneaks it out the zone and tries to put the pressure on as the Phoenix have to regroup in their own zone.
Good play by Rand there to break it up. Something that the Bison use quite a lot with Joe Rand is just gets in there. He's like a little rink rat, bless him.
Hand comes forward, dances round Greener, can't find a bit of support with 30 seconds of the power play done, and now Hand does get the chance to sneak open ice. Hand looking to set the play up, under pressure from Sullivan, lays it back to Kovar. Bakaric's in a bit of space to let fly, shot comes in, broken up in front and disappears out the zone.
So we saw yesterday from the Phoenix is they didn't find the sticks, and yet again there they just didn't find the tape on the pass.
Reynolds stepping in on the play there with the hard stick to force that one out the zone with 1 minute and 8. The Phoenix have the puck exactly where they don't want it. Maybe they're going to get a chance to break here. Long just getting away with the penalty call there. Bakaric looks to take the blue line, does so with ease. Looking for the layoff on the wraparound. It'll be Kovar who steps in on the near side here. Tries to work it back into McKinney. Big hit on the play behind it. And the Bison get it all the way back and around the boards with 48 seconds.
Good play by Reynolds there. Completely wiped Kovlar out of the equation. Great hit.
Cerny now comes forward. He's picked up a head of speed. Great stick on the play there by Doug Shepherd, and the Bison get a 2-on-2 break. Shepherd and Rand try and work it. Shepherd with the shot. Comes off Boothroyd, and Rand forced to chase into the corner. Under pressure from 3 Phoenix players. They'll get the way to turn it over, and Joe Bear can only play it into the path. Well, it looked like it was coming into McKinney's path. He couldn't do much, and Phone has to collect with 20 seconds of the power play left behind his own net.
It's been a pretty ineffective power play so far from Manchester.
Bit of frustration there on the Phoenix bench as they come off, as Wood now has to collect 10 seconds of this power play to go. Phoenix scored one yesterday just as a penalty came to an end, and Wood will try and set out with the big shot. The laser flies past the post as the penalty comes to an end. Back to full strength both sides, but the Phoenix have it in their own zone. Bison with 3 men by the play. Baird can't clear the zone, so the Phoenix are going to get an opportunity to come back the other way. Wood tries to get the flick onto Corsonair, and Selby under pressure behind his own net. Again, the Bison need to get a clear here, and Melacarino just flicks off the board and forces it out. 12 and 27 gone here in the first period.
It's been a good period so far. Both teams are still trying to settle into it a little bit. They're still finding their way out. Bison, for me, it's a key thing for them. They just don't seem to be able to clear the zone at the moment properly.
Bit of broken communication there, and Rand's able to step in and keep it alive for the Bison. It's not coming too far. Rand does get the turnover. He'll look to work it backhand with Chin chasing into the net, and Phone forced into a save into the corner.
It was a good save by Phone again, you know. Puck's just thrown on the net. Phoenix need to work this out, and they have.
Chin couldn't get it past hand as the Phoenix take it forward. They dump it cross-eyes into the corner, trying to create something as both teams take the opportunity to change their lines up. Chin dances around Tony Hand there, and again flicks it on, but that one will be an icy call on the play. Not called, so Long's going to get it, works it into the near side. It's a bundle at the net. The referee loses sight of it, and it's all a little bit of afters.
Yeah, we're just going to try and work this one out. It'd be interesting to see a replay on that, because I think the puck may have snuck underneath. Bit of a harsh chant going out there.
No call on the play as we keep it at the face-off in the zone. Anyone. 13 and 20 gone here in the first period. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. It's certainly been an interesting game so far as Schnabel works it out for the Phoenix, and Archer's going to get a little bit of heads up. Great play there by Cameron Wynn to take the puck away without taking the body. Green with a little bit of a no-look there, trying to find Long, and now Van Trober comes forward. He's looking for a little bit of support, dumps it in, maybe going to force a bit of move there. With Van Trober out of position though, the Phoenix will fancy a chance, and it comes off the skate of Kurt Reynolds. The Phoenix try and get a break. Van Trober on the back track cleans it up, and Karpov now has it. And he's looking for that little bit of support. Bison not really able to create many options for him though, as he now takes it forward and gets the layoff into Shepherd. Shepherd rushes in, shot on Phone, rebound, gets the shot off the pipings on the far side.
Yeah, it's a great play by Karpov there. He just waited. Shepherd got the space. Good save by Phone. The rebound, you'd think that Shepherd maybe could have got a bit more of wood on that.
Bison having to battle for it, and that's good play there by Kurt Reynolds under a lot of pressure from Tony Hand. Great pressure from Hand there, trying to force the turnover, and the Bison now need to regroup in their own zone with Reynolds and Van Trober. Karpov through the middle again, dances round one, gets the layoff for Melacarino to use his speed into the corner. A poor tip on, Karpov able to just about collect it, looks for the trailing man, can't find him first time. There he is on the far side, Joe Bear. The pass just goes beyond it. He now takes it in, shot at the near post, off the pads once, off the pads twice, and the Phoenix should get the clear on this.
Steve Phone got a bit lucky there. He didn't actually know where the puck had gone for the second shot. He turned his back on it. A good job it didn't bounce off the back of the leg and go in.
So the Bison now have it behind their own net. This has been the best spell of pressure here from the Bison so far, I'd say, in this game. As Chin now takes it forward, looks to take neutral ice, does so with ease, dumps it in. Boothroyd tries to hold him up. The Bison need to get their skates going, or the Phoenix are going to get an easy clear as Rand finishes hard. Turnover. Nicky Chin's going to let fly with the shot. Rebound to the front of the net. Can't go anywhere. Chin keeps it alive in the zone. Rand looks for Connolly now. Great play there by Chin to keep that one going. Connolly gets held up though nicely, and the Phoenix clear it down the ice. A nice and cool coming up on the play.
Wow. Bison are getting back into this now, and it's the Phoenix that can't clear their zone. It's amazing in hockey how it can switch in a matter of seconds, really, and that's what it's done. You know, 1 minute is the Bison that can't clear their zone, and now it's the Phoenix that can't clear theirs. The Bison got a nice bit of sustained pressure there, and a couple of shots off on net. They're coming back into this period. You know, Manchester have been on top for me, but Bison are just coming back in now.
Could be a final 5 minutes of fun here, because this could change everything. The whole complexion of the game could change in seconds, as you've just said, as Van Trober's under pressure, Greener under pressure on the board, but Wing gets the pick up, Neil tries to work around, and we're going to have a penalty. Slashing call on the play there from referee Matt Thompson, and the Bison, well, the Phoenix didn't take their power play opportunity. The Bison will be delighted to take this, with them seemingly in the ascendancy.
Yeah, they are. You know, it's a bad penalty to give up, especially when Bison are on top. It's a lazy penalty because they obviously iced the puck, so it's a tired body that's on the ice.
I think Buford just questioning the call there with Thompson. I'm trying to work out exactly. At the end of the day, it's good for the players to know where it is.
At the end of the day, it's a slash, you've got to call it. Stuck around the gloves.
I think that's exactly what referee Thompson said. So the Bison go on the power play. Long can't keep it in on the blue line, and the Bison have to come out the zone and regroup. Look for the 2-point shooters in Van Trober. It's more of a heavy pass from Van Trober than a true slap shot, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I think you're right in saying that, but they do look for the tip in front.
Greener now takes it over neutral ice, trying to find a support from Melacarino, but broken up there by Cerny as the Bison can't get the combinations going.
That's a terrible bitty pass there from Greener. I don't understand why you're trying to throw that pass across. Just gain the zone.
Long takes the zone. He's going to get a shot off, and it just goes over the bar and high, wide and handsome, and out the zone. The Bison have to regroup. Long just spotted a bit of open ice and decided to take it. Now Karpov's going to be given the same opportunity. He gets the shot off. Phone forced into a pad save. Greener keeps it alive, but Schnabel going to try and work that one out. He goes down on the puck. And Greener battling for it in the corner, still going on there, and referee Thompson loses sight of it and blows it up.
It's an interesting thing with the Phoenix box that they're playing there on the penalty kill. The defence seems to be quite low, and their forwards are really high, and there's like it seems to be just a gap in between that the Bison are exploiting at the moment.
Tinny, it's under his body, his stick's going in. I'm going to protect the guy, I think.
Thompson just saying why it blew up, their bodies and sticks going, and wanted to protect the guy. Sensible call, really.
Yeah, it is, of course it is. You know, at the end of the day, you want the players to be safe out there, and that's what the ref's job is.
It also stops any reaction with a guy upset that maybe a stick comes in, maybe something comes in, and all of a sudden you're calling 2s and 5s or something more. Bison have a minute left on their power play opportunity, but they have it at the wrong end of the ice as they have to regroup behind their own net. Forward they come now through Van Trober. He looks for the pass off the boards to Connolly. Ben Wood steps in, the Bison able to make the zone, but Boothroyd tries to clear. Connolly's able to step on it, tries to get the dance around. Sullivan just keeps it in on the blue line, gets the shot off, and Phone's able to make the save.
Yeah, Phone's able to see that all the way. The Bison man just getting pushed out of the way of the crease, and it's good play by the Phoenix on their penalty kill here. They're just managing to clear the net so that the Phone can see the shot from the point.
So 41 seconds left of the Bison power play, coming up 16 and 49 gone in the first period. There may be no goals, but it certainly has been swinging to and fro in this one. It'll be interesting how this one pans out as the game goes on. Rand can't get the draw win, so the Phoenix will clear it out the zone as Sullivan can't get his glove on it, and Steen Skins has to come out of there and recruit it.
Yeah, there's a good face-off win there by the Phoenix. Just clearing their zone, 30 seconds left on this power play for the Bison. Haven't really got set up really on this power play.
Rand tries to work it forward, Cerny comes across and they're battling. Straight away no call from Thompson. The Bison should be able to keep this one in though through Shepherd. He gets a shot on. And Rand's able to get down on it. Face off in the zone though for the Bison.
Oh yeah, that's the key. They just throw the puck on net. Rand just coming out the corner, unlucky not to get a tip on that. Just one of those fluttering pucks that goes towards the net can prove hassle for a goalie, and Phone's done well to gobble that up.
Phoenix doing well here on the penalty kill so far. They're really stopping the Bison create any opportunities in the net. They like to get that tip. They like to get that rebound goal. They're keeping it all very clean at the moment. And Phone will be happy in the goal if all he's having to deal with his shots he can see. Schnabel will get the draw and the win, and the Phoenix just get out the zone. Archer would have loved that to go up the other end of the ice with 10 seconds of the penalty kill to go. Instead, Schnabel does now step in, clear it all the way. So with 2 minutes and 30 to go here in the first period, both sides are back to full strength as Melacarino will now take it forward. He gets the chance to open up his legs, tries to skate round his man and does so. Neil left all alone, shot at the net, still a rebound in there. Needs to be a battle to get the puck, and Shepherd may have won it, but the Bison are forced out the zone. And Archer looking for the turnover there. There was a good opportunity, and it does finally come to Schnabel. Now with it on his own blue line, looks for Neil.
So yeah, Selby seems to be just getting caught on the puck. He's fighting it when he's along the boards. Yeah, it was a big, aggressive forecheck towards him, but sometimes you just got to protect it that little bit more.
Bison now getting the breakthrough. Melakrino got support from Karpov, but takes the dump and the change as the Bison go for a fresh set of legs. Wynn now steps off to try and create an opportunity with 1 minute and 50 to go here in the first period. But the Phoenix have it behind their own net. The Bison trying to forecheck high, but that's good play there by Joe Graham to get that one down the ice. It only turns over, but it still clears the zone.
Yeah, it clears the zone, but you just want to hold on to possession a little bit more for the Phoenix. I know that he was under pressure, but come on, don't throw that puck straight out the middle of the ice. Bad things can happen if you put that puck through there.
Kovar couldn't work it, but Bakaric's going to get an opportunity here. Just dumps it on net, and Selby has to turn and go, which allows Kovar to collect, and they work it around the far side. And the Phoenix, for the first time in a while, have the puck in the zone. Bakaric looking for a little bit of support. Joe Graham rushing in the slot, now gets it. Stick on the play comes in from Joe Greener. If Graham had been fed that one a little bit earlier, you might have fancied him to get a clean shot off.
Yeah, and I mean, if he can actually pull it one time as well, having to stop the puck, it gives that D-man a bit more chance. The forward rushing out to get on there, but good strength by Bakaric there behind the net. Fought off 2 Bison players, and unfortunately for the Phoenix, couldn't feed the puck to Graham just in time to get a decent shot away. 1
minute and 11 to go here in the first period. Phoenix with the puck in the offensive zone, and the draw winners. James Neal will let go with the shot. Dean Skins able to see that one all the way and get the glove on it.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat Dean Skins from that distance, especially if he's got a good view of the puck.
So the Phoenix will look for another draw win here as the time ticks on. A goal now will change the whole complexion of this game as it comes round, and Chin will take control of it behind his own net. Little bit of pressure coming from Cerny and a little bit of hospital pass. The Bison working that one out as we go to the final minute with Chin now trying to collect on the red line, takes it just over and dumps it in. So Phone under pressure behind his own net, and Connolly might be able to step in here with Rand. Rand gets the layoff to Chin, who gets the shot off. He would have loved to have got a full piece of the pie there.
Yeah, good play by Rand there, just upsetting the stick of Phone. It created a partial turnover and a little loopy shot from Chin coming in. Frozen down by Phone. So it's been a decent period of hockey though. Both teams seem to have settled themselves down now. Both had a bit of sustained pressure in each other's zones, and it's good to see.
Too late!
Last minute change trying to come in there. Thompson straight away waving Schnabel off, so the Bison may have an opportunity here. 46 seconds left. Tony Hand comes up with the draw win though, and then holds the Bison man off. Karpov trying to put Boothroyd under a little bit of pressure, but it doesn't come, and Cerny now collects it, tries the cross-ice dump, but there's Long. We haven't seen the big cross-ice passes from the Phoenix. Rebounding to the zone, maybe if Kamela Carino can get there. Can't, and it's going to come back out the other way. Frankisek Bakaric now trying to take it forward. Looking for the support of Cerny, finds it. Shot on net, Hand nearly at the near side there. But Long all comes off Steph Hogarth there. Big bounce off the boards. We thought it was actually Steph. Karpov, great hit on the play by Boothroyd.
Hogarth doing a great job at clearing the Bison lines from something they've not been able to do with this first period.
10 seconds to go in the period here as Cerny looks for the big cross-ice pass to Archer. That will hop into the zone, and Baird's going to be under a little bit of pressure here, but this one should be all done, and it's all she wrote in the first period. Been a great period of hockey here. No goals on the scoreboard, but certainly a lot to digest from the fans during the period break. At the end of the first period in the 2014 EPL Playoff Finals, it's the Manchester Phoenix 0, the Basingstoke Bison 0. So referee Steph Hogarth has his arm in the air, and we're underway in the second period here of the 2014 EPL Playoff Final. It's the Manchester Phoenix 0, the Basingstoke Bison 0, and Andrew McKinney's got an early opportunity to take the zone for the Phoenix as they play towards the Manchester masses. 550 of them, and many more probably have picked up other tickets as well, packing it out on the curb as Reynolds, good win there against McKinney, good come away as well. Chin under pressure though to get it out, and maybe the Phoenix can work an opportunity here in the first opening 30 seconds as Boothroyd battles to keep it in. It does come out.
There's a good play by Reynolds there. Sorry, Belly, to cut in on you. Good play by Reynolds just to break it up. Bit of a poor pass to Chin though, didn't allow him to get it out of the zone easily.
Reynolds then under pressure in there. He's going to get a bit of support from Connolly and Rand, and Chin and Rand can work this in a 2-on-2. Chin lays it off to Rand, back into Chin. He's not able to skip into the zone because Cerny steps across and breaks it up as a bit of a stick battle goes in amongst the balls there as Connolly and someone else try and work it out for the Phoenix, and it's Cerny who does come away with it. Schnabel looking for the play out now as the Bison try and keep the high forecheck on. He's forced to get it back behind his own net as well as the breakout comes. Bachlerick looking for it. Bison very lucky to get away with too many men call there, it could be said. And the Bison will take control of it in their own zone through Van Trober.
Yeah, lucky it didn't hit the scale.
Van Trober nearly with the turnover, and Hand nearly sniffing in there, and Hand looking for the call off Hogarth. Don't think that was a call at all as forward comes Karpov. He gets the shot off, up into the netting behind the goal.
There's no call to make there. I don't understand why Hand is going for it. There's no call there, and Schnabel was telling him as well, just come away. There's no call to make. He's fallen over the guy coming back in with a poke check too.
Tony not happy at that one at all there. But the Bison get the opportunity for a face-off in the zone with 1 minute and 33 gone here in the second period.
The thing is, that chance from there, that shot from Karpov comes because Tony Hand's more worried about what's going on behind the play and the ref not calling anything.
Now Karpov has it behind the net as he looks to lay it off to Shepherd. Karpov again trying to keep that one around as Shepherd is forced into a bit of a ball battle with Nell. And finally, Cerny's going to try and get the clear on that, under pressure though, and the Phoenix will get the come out with it with a bit of ease in the end. But Hand forced back into his own zone off the forecheck. Bad bounce off the board, forces Phone to come be alert there. And the Phoenix do get it forward though as Bachlerick takes it over the blue line. He gets a hit for his troubles. And it's still going on in there as everyone tries to fight it around, but it comes back to Schnabel on the point and lets go the shot. Skin's not able to get control of that one, and Cerny keeps it alive for Hand, but a poor pass off, and Karpov's able to get the clear. It's been a long shift for this Bison line as Shepherd dumps it forward. Melacarino will go in on the chase as Neil's under pressure. But the Phoenix do take control of that as Bachlerick gets the layoff to Corson Heron. He takes it over the blue line, looking for that support, but instead dumps it in. Sullivan's forced to come across and step in, and he gets it, and Long will now get his head up as the Phoenix complete their change. Long dances over the red line, takes it over the blue line, tips it in against his former team and tries to get work the opportunity, but instead it's going to come out the zone as Bentham will now get the cross-ice pass into Wood. Wood comes in with his bit of speed, looks for the setup, shot comes back out and out the zone.
Frantic starts of the period there, and both teams getting chances in their end, and Tony Hand just not playing the boards very well, you know, put Phone under a bit of pressure, and then another pass in the opposing end just didn't come off.
Great open start to this period as Wood will now come in. He's got around Sullivan, tries to work it on the net, and Skins has caught at the pad save, and then Kieran Long, under a lot of pressure from Phoenix players, plays it back into Skins. Little bit of afters in there, just needs to be sorted out between Bentham and Baird.
Good work from Skins there. He didn't panic when the puck was in and around in the blue paint there. Good work by Wood though. That speed, where's that come from? I've not seen that all season from Ben Wood. Maybe it's because he's normally stuck back on D. They've put him up to forward this year, and he just seems to be using his speed a lot more and getting into gritty areas.
It's a great bit of pace that he's got there, and it's certainly doing the job for the Phoenix. It's creating a new dimension on that third line. We talk about them not having Liam Chong the other day and Jack Watkins. Wood seems to be stepping up to the plate. That 5 years of experience in those Phoenix colours doing them some good as Archer's able to get to the net, and he has a little swat at it as Skins gets his glove on it.
Great play again by Skins, not panicking. He was the calmest man in the arena there, I think. As
the Phoenix get another face-off in the zone there as this open start to the period continues. 3 minutes and 15 so far gone as the Bison do come up the draw. Sullivan will be under a little bit of pressure, as will Connolly, as he tries to get the clearance off the board, doesn't make it. James Neal keeps that one in, he can only dump it around. Sullivan loses it off the end of his stick but keeps it alive, and those two work it out as Chin now has control of it, tries to get the tip around Neal, but that's good play there by James Neal, standing him up. Archer not able to get the clear there, needs a bit of support to do it, and does so as they get the break 3-on-2 possibly. As Kovar skips in, he's going to get a chance to shoot. Broken up first of all by Sullivan, still in there for McKinney. He's driven in hard, but still the Phoenix have it. Lay it back to the point for Neal to shoot. Rebound in front off the blocker, but there is a Bison man to control that one. Chin doesn't clear the zone, takes a fall for his issues. It goes all the way up the ice. And the Bison have it with Rand. He tries to skip round one, gets the shot off. Pad save it. Fans wondering what's going on with Chin there. Doesn't happen as it keeps going on as the battle in the boards on the corner. Bachlerick works it around. And Schnabel will try and get the clear. Chance here for the Bison if they could step on. Just couldn't. And Hand now collects in neutralised. Dumps it. Well, just misses the plexi. Very unlike Tony Hand, who straight away expresses his frustration at the bench.
Do you know what? Phoenix worked that really well in their Bison zone there and got a good chance.
I thought he was on all his own. Where he twisted, he slipped.
Obviously a little bit of discussion there about the Nicky Chin incident. No, Chin was wanting the call and smiled as he went off the ice.
The thing is as well though, the Phoenix stopped there and Rand got the partial break down the boards, picked it up, but it could have caused them a problem there. They were more interested if something was going to get called, and they seemed to just stop. Just get on with the game, you know. You can't allow someone like Rand as well to come out the corner of the puck.
Neutralised face-off works out for the Phoenix as Hand puts Selby under pressure. He's coming for a special bit of attention tonight. They work around Bakrick to the near side, gets the shot off, goes right across the face of the goal there, and Selby's going to have to work to get this one out. He can't. Melacarino comes in to try and pick up the piece with Karpov, and Karpov plays it off the board, and he's going to skate in on Boothroyd here. Good chance there for the Phoenix.
Yeah, good chance for the Phoenix. You know what? They started well in the first period. They've started really well in this second period as well, with just under 5 minutes gone. They are the ones that are having the better.
And a penalty call on the play coming up against Frankie Bakrick there. Looks like it's possibly going to be a trip. And it is indeed. Kurt Reynolds now taking the tumble. So for this good start that the Phoenix have had, they're now losing one of their imports as he goes off with a 2-minute tripping call. And the Bison go on the power play.
Again, much like the first period as well. You know, the Phoenix were on top. Took a power play and it gave the Bison a chance to get a foothold back in that period, and then they were on top. So let's see if this is, you know, the turning point in this second as well.
4 minutes and 54 here gone in the second period. The Bison with the power play opportunity. Lee Jones putting his teeth back in at the same time as well, as the Bison come up with the draw win, but it goes all the way out the zone. They're going to have to regroup. The penalty only just starting on the clock there, so the Bison maybe buying an extra couple of seconds there on the clock, if I'm honest, as they regroup behind their own net. Kieran Long's going to have to skate there. That was a poor pass, and Archer's able to step in and intercept that one.
Yeah, the Phoenix are doing a good job here. Look, Schnabel's pushing them up higher. Get higher, get higher. Don't give them any space.
Bison now coming forward with Greener. He's looking for the Long in the slot. He's going to get the opportunity. Gets held up, still gets the shot off. And Kovar's there to pick up the pieces, but does it clear the zone? Eventually does. And it goes all the way down the ice with 1 minute and 28 of this power play to go.
Good play there by Schnabel. He gave Phone a chance to see the shot if the shot came in. It didn't, because he made an effective hit on Long and didn't stop the shot from coming off.
Good play there by the Bison to break that one out until it falls off the end of Melacarino's stick. And the Phoenix will just try and clear it out of the zone. It only gets as far as neutral ice though, where Kieran Long will take it forward, and it's offside on the play. Long just delaying coming into the zone, and Joe Greener had stepped forward already.
Yeah, don't make that extra move in the blue line, you know, just get the puck in if the guy's already committing as well.
1 minute and 8 then of a power play opportunity for the Bison coming up. They haven't created anything really. Long, the only chance he did, only getting a shot off, but it was well dealt with by the Phoenix. As the Bison fans try and stir their side, they know this is an important time, but again, another face-off draw loss there for the Bison. And they sort of seem a little devoid at the moment as they try and work this one forward. They sort of seem not able to take the zone and set it up, as again, Connolly's pass broken up. It might still go forward, it does so. The Bison can only dump it in though. Cerny and Rand go into trouble. Rand finishing his check as the ball goes into a ball battle, but it comes round to Van Trober. He lays it off for Sullivan. Sullivan with the shot. Rebound at the net. If Rand can find it, it's still alive. Chin's got it. Fires it past the post. Connolly now with it on the near side for the Bison. Goes back out. Sullivan again with the shot, looking for the tip of Rand. Rand picks up the rebound, tries to get the wraparound, and it just comes off the end of his stick. Van Trober trying to keep that one in the zone, and the Bison do just about do that. He's going to come back to Connolly, but the Phoenix have got a 2-on-1 break now. Here comes Sturdy. He's got Tony out in support. Out with the shot once, twice. Deep skids coming up with 2 big ones. Now the Bison come back the other way. 12 seconds of power play left. Rand lays it off to Chin. Back into Rand, held up by Graham. No call on the play. Cerny back the other way with 5 seconds to go on this Bison power play. Kovar tries to dance. Chin gets again. He's going to be under pressure from the man. Shepherd now steps over the blue line. Big check. Karpov with it. Shot broken up in front. Graham tries to clear. Comes off a Phoenix man. Shepherd now trying to regroup that puck for the Bison. Karpov with it behind. 7 minutes gone here. Feeded back into the stone by the Bison. As Reynolds and Karpov now with it. He's under pressure. Good check on the play there. Allows the Phoenix to break. This game has really opened up. Bakaric getting held up as he comes over the blue line. Melacarino takes him into the boards. But again, the power of Blackerett holds it off as McKinney gets it behind the net now for the Phoenix. And Melacarino steps in. Shepherd now having to do his work. Reynolds does step in. And finally, it seems a bit of calm, I say that, but Reynolds now coming two-way. He's going to step over the blue line and let fly. Just loses it under his skate. Tony Hand, Bentham sniffing up the ice. I saw the 9, but him and Wood can't combine.
Wow. Here we go.
Oh, hello, Bison coming out the other way. This has turned into run and gun. Dance round from Karpov. Just sneaks out. Selby going to be under a bit of pressure from Wood here. What a couple of minutes this has been. What a sequence of play in this one.
Oh, I mean, you've had a few chances there. Chin misses an empty net at one end. Managed to get a 2-on-1 break the other way. Dean Skins makes a massive pad save and gets the rebound too. It's really opened up this game.
Corson Heron going to try and get the turnaround on the point. It'll come back to him again. Just gets it out of the zone. Wynn going to try and skate in there against Schnabel. Oh, hello, penalty call coming up, and it is indeed. Kieran Long just mistiming his hit. So Kieran Long goes off into the penalty box. The initial call was boarding.
Right, it's boarding. In my opinion, up. In my opinion, his feet were going away from the board, and that's when he went to his knee. We'll keep an eye on it, but my opinion's a board.
Apologies for the language there, but you can understand Archer's frustration. He's trying to get the big call for his team there, but where the Bison were under pressure, they're now even more so, because the power play opportunity is going to come their way, and with the game opening up, this certainly gets interesting.
It does, yeah, and do you know, although the Bison got a few decent chances on that power play, we're going to shut up here.
Kovar looking for the opportunity, and a broken stick for Bakaric. Cerny now trying to keep this one alive for the Phoenix. They're down to 4 skaters for just a moment. Cerny works it in on the near side. Got support from Hand. Bakaric's back on the point. Hand looking for Archer as he rushes to the net. Hand with the shot, driven in, rebound in front, and it trickles all the way through. Tony Hand's big shot from the point, and Robin Kovar's there just to make the opportunity as the puck bubbled free. And with 8 minutes and 47 gone in the second period, it's the Manchester Phoenix who take the lead on the power play, and it's Robin Kovar with the goal.
Yeah, and do you know what? A broken play really as well. Backrick stick breaks. The Bison didn't really get themselves grouped back together. Shot comes in from Hand on the point, breaks the stick in front. It bobbles around, much like the goal they conceded against Guildford yesterday for the first goal of the game. Didn't get a handle on it. Kovar's at the back stick there just to tuck it home.
But how important is those power play opportunities for your side? The Phoenix, they're using 20 seconds of taking theirs. The Bison didn't get really any opportunity in their last minute on one.
No, they didn't really, apart from the empty net that Chin had to shoot at. But then Manchester still, got the best opportunity going 2-on-1 the other way.
Schnabel now looking to get the clear. The Bison now going to be under pressure to get back into this one as quickly as possible. Hand straight away, not messing around, puts the goal scorer back out there. As Skins under pressure behind his own net, and luckily it escapes out the zone for the men in red. Neil now under pressure, he needs to take this one forward. McKinney goes down on the play, no call. Long at the net, going to get a shot, and there's the equaliser for the basic celebration. An opportune goal, and who else is it but Mr. Clutch himself? How many times do we say this about Kieran Long in commentary? He's in Bison colours this time. He's put it 1-1 on the scoreboard. And the Phoenix will be wondering how on earth that one happened.
Well, yeah, because originally I thought there was actually a call to be made there. Guy lost his footing with a slash going back to on the back of the leg. But hey, you play to the whistle. Kieran Long has done that. He's come through. He's picked the puck up. He's deep thrown out of his shorts and put it in.
Those Bison fans are ecstatic. That's exactly the response those Bison fans in the crowd would have wanted on that one. And it's just opportune. It fell out of nothing. You've got to keep playing until the referee blows. We heard nothing, and the next whistle we heard was when it went in the back of the net.
Yeah, and this is a problem as well. Manchester had this yesterday. They went a goal up against, they were a goal down. They got back into the game, and straight away they've come back in, and it's just, run and gun game at the moment.
Here comes Bakaric, big shot broken up there by Sullivan very nicely. The Bison now trying to skate this one out the zone. Can't. Hand stays in on the stiff. Loses control of it. Sabaird's going to be under a bit of pressure. Comes back out to the middle, and Rand can't get control of it. Falls back across. Bakaric's going to get a chance. Man back door. He can lay it off anywhere. Finds Cerny, and Skids comes up with the big save as Connolly clears the zone. And Chin's going to need to skate for this one. It's an icing call on the play, but what a save there for Dean Skins.
Massive save for Dean Skins, and the Bison there. Bison goalie coming up massive for his club. They've just got back into the game. They give a chance up 2-on-1 down low between Bakaric and Hand. They can't sort it out between themselves. Skins comes up massive there.
Will Manchester look back on that as a key moment? They had 3 guys just in position. Anyone could have fired it on Skins. The one who eventually did was Michael Cerny, and Skins was equal to it. Comes back to Graham on the point. He's looking. That's a great play there by Graham to keep that one going, because he's going to create an opportunity for Hand on the turnaround. He looks to wrap it on net. Broken up in front. Baird having to go in against Cerny here with 10 minutes gone in the second. Cerny looks for his setup, finds Boothroyd, men at the net. Dean Skins sees that one all the way.
Yeah, see, this is now Manchester are control in the zone now. They seem to have more control in the Bison end. The Bison haven't quite had that in the Phoenix end. They've obviously got something from a bit of a broken play, whereas Phoenix seems to be just working it out a little bit more in this.
10 minutes and 4 gone here in the second period. These last 3 minutes have lit this game up. It started with the Bison, the Phoenix then scored, the Bison then got back into it, and again the Phoenix with the opportunity as Neil tries to work it around to Kovar behind the net. The Bison at the moment just need to get control in their own zone, but they're not being allowed to by this ravaging Phoenix side. They really are like Rottweilers, and they do get the turnover again as Archer battles with Van Trober. Thompson giving the shout from the blue line. The Phoenix come away with it. No call on the play, and it does eventually come. It was very obvious it was coming after all of that.
Yeah, it's a definite hold. You can't argue that penalty. Arms over the top. You pull him back as he gets away from you. It's always going to get called.
So the Bison, having just got themselves back into it, find themselves on the power play opportunity. The Phoenix, 20 seconds on it took them last time to get the opener. This is a golden opportunity for them to get another one.
Do you know what? Let's see what Manchester can do with this power play. They, like you say, 20 seconds the last time. Can they get set up again?
Bison coming up with the draw win, but again, they can't get it out of the zone. Eventually it does, just about Kovar going into the boards for his trouble as Shepherd tries to bat, and that's a hit from behind on Archer. Hand now has it, it neutralises, the whistle blows on the play, and the fans aren't happy with that one all the way around.
Matt Thompson's also just said not a chance.
It was more the way Shepherd went down there that was slightly worrying for the Bison. We lose our feed from the rink as Hogarth and Thompson try to discuss this one. Immediately Thompson said no chance. Initial concern is with Shepherd as he's helped to his feet and off to the ice. He'll just take a little sit down, a little breather, get the breath back in. As the referees are still discussing there. It just came in from behind there, Archer. It was at speed, and I think that's what's caused the real issue. It wasn't a light hit. He came in at full gusto and just caught Shepherd completely unawares.
Yeah, and you know, I think it's because of the distance from the boards as well. He's come through the numbers. I think if maybe it would have been propelled more into the boards, you would have been looking at a call, but just a little conflab from the referees. Now talking to both captains there, and
well, it's Archer as well, the man who threw the hit as well. Obviously is an A for the Phoenix, so he's allowed to chat. Just looking down at Doug Shepherd on the bench. He's just got the helmet off at the moment, taking a bit of time to have a towel. And there'll be no call on the play.
so you could understand the argument for both things there, for the penalty being called and for the penalty not being called. You know, I think Shepherd went down and it looked a lot worse than it actually was. It's the angle he's been obviously thrown down, but you still don't like to see someone go through the numbers.
No, exactly, and I think that's it really. It probably looked a lot, it's the speed at which it's happened. This is what happens unfortunately in ice hockey. What looks like a harmless challenge sometimes becomes so much so because of the speed involved. What I do know is Kovar's going to dance forward for the Phoenix on the power play with 1:30 to go on it. Kovar under pressure behind the net, and Kurt Reynolds again, the Bison can't clear though, only getting out as far as Cerny on the point, and now the Phoenix set up again. Kovar trying to get there, Hand and Cerny combining well there to keep it alive. Hand with it again on the near side, 1:17, this time broken up by Long, and it's a one-on-one break if they can work this one. Joe Greener with it with the shot, rebound. Tony Hand doing a very good job on the back check there to hold off Kieran Long as Kovar now takes it forward. 1:05 to go on the power play. Cerny looking for the trail of Hand, broken up, falls back to Bakarek. Shot again and a chance for Joe Rand to break. He's up against Kovar. Rand gets rattling, flip on the play,
penalty
and
shot.
Thompson's on it. And it is a penalty shot for the Basingstoke Bison. Joe Rand tripped on the play by Robin Kovar, and the Bison, short-handed, are going to get a penalty shot. Matt Thompson loves making penalty shot calls here in Coventry. So many times we see it. Nicky Chin coming over to just have a discussion with Matt Thompson about it all. I can only assume it'll be Joe Rand taking it.
It has to be, yeah. He's a guy taking it down. I mean, you know, the thing is as well.
I'll take a line when you stay and watch the benches, yeah? Randy, you're shooting!
The thing is, that's a great call from Thompson. He's got the lead on the guy. He's got control of the puck. Third criteria for it, is this affecting the shot? Well, yeah, it is, because he's taking his feet out and he can't get the shot off. That's the 3 criteria you need for a penalty shot in this league. Great call from Matt Thompson there.
So it's Joe Rand then with the penalty shot for the Bison, a left-handed shooter up against Stephen Fone. Joe Rand, 28 regular season goals this year for the Canadian import. He comes in on Fone, left-handed shot, inside out, goes with it, through the 5-hole, and the Basingstoke Bison go into a 2-1 lead here in the playoff final. It's a short-handed penalty shot. It's Joe Rand with the goal, and the Bison are 2-1 in front. And
that all comes as well from the high forecheck that the Bison use on their penalty kill. Joe Rand breaks up a play, he breaks away from Kovar, who's tired because he's been out there for the full 2 minutes on the short. Great penalty shot from Rand, he's done that as well. We've seen that quite a lot when we've watched him in Basingstoke. Opens the 5-0 up, jams it through there. What have the Phoenix got now?
Well, exactly. You've got to remember, though, the Phoenix still have 53 seconds of this power play remaining.
I had him on that and know he was going to do it before he did it, like I did.
I did hear that from Stefan Koch. That was quite good there. Anyway, on we go. 51 seconds. It shows they're confident. Certainly the Bison fans are ecstatic. The Phoenix will want to make the most of this power play opportunity they have, but instead, turnover behind the net. Kieran Long can't get free from Bakaric. Now the Phoenix will get a break, 3-on-2 maybe if they can work it. Kovar lays it across to Cerny, he's forced to skate on. Green is able to pick up the pieces. He dumps it all the way down the ice with 30 seconds of power play for the Phoenix left.
Manchester look rattled now. It's their power play, nothing's gone to the stick since that penalty shot from the Bison.
Taken forward now by Bakaric up against Sullivan. Bakaric will get control of it behind the net. Still a bit messy as Rand has to go in with Cerny. Cerny's able to get the layoff to Kovar though. Kovar looks for Cerny. Cerny got support all the way around. Goes big and across ice looking for hand sniffing there. Connolly's able to step in, gets it all the way down the ice, and that will kill that penalty for the Bison.
Yeah, good kill from the Bison and getting the goal, go-ahead goal as well.
Oh, what a play that was as the man was coming out the box there to feed it straight to the man on the box. Robin Kovar able to control it though with 12 and 38 to go as the Bison now look to take this forward through Reynolds. Dumps it off into Rand. Rand will step over the blue line. He lets go with the shot, lasers it past the post, collects his own rebound, keeps it alive for Shepherd. Great seeing back out the ice. Chance in front here for the Bison. What a glove save by Stephen Fone there. It was Aaron Connolly trying to come across. He nearly let it go with the backhand, but Stephen Fone saw that one all the way and came up big with the glove to stop the Bison making it free.
That's a massive save there from Stephen Fone. What a glove that was. That's a big moment in the game, that could be for the Phoenix.
It could be a game changer. The Bison now have the face-off in their zone. The Phoenix guy kicked out on from it. They're not too impressed about it, so Corson Heron will now go up against Doug Shepherd in the zone. Bit of a bobbly puck there, and Boothroyd tries to work that one around. Bentham can't get control of it, neither really can Selby, and they both get forced as it comes out the zone. The Bison will have to regroup as it goes into a ball battle. It goes all the way back, and if Corson Heron can skate it, he could create a bit of pressure for Baird. He does so, the wraparound comes. Benwood's there to pick up the pieces, but unfortunately for him, steps off the skate and away and out the zone.
As you say there, Corson Heron got in and made a bit of pressure. Almost made a turnover, just snuck out the zone.
Bison with it now in neutral ice, trying to create something out of nothing. Ben Wood takes a hit from Melacarino, but Melacarino's the one who comes up worse against the man Mountain. That's a good play there. Bit of afters over on the other side, but it doesn't matter because the Phoenix are able to come away with it. Wood gets the layoff into hand. He goes to the net to create something. Comes back across. McKinney there. Schnabel keeps it in the zone. Shot whistles past the post. Rebound for Tony Hand. Selby holds him up with the stick. 13 and 47. Hand even now trying to create it. Karpov with the high stick, still in the zone, shot! Side netting, the whistle nearly went. Half the fans thought that one was in. Schnabel with the stop, broken up by Karpov. Shepherd in there again, 2 with the Phoenix in deep. They're keeping this puck in the zone as the Bison fail to clear. And now they do with a no-look pass. It's Thomas Karpov, he's going to have to do it all himself. The shot comes off and Schnabel's able to break that one up.
That's a terrible pass from Hand there, trying to go big gun show pass, and it's not working out for Phoenix.
Hand now with it. He gets driven into the boards by Reynolds. It's a call on the play from Thompson.
I think that...
No different to the Kieran one.
No different to the Kieran one is straight away the call there from Thompson.
Yeah, but the interesting one there is that any different to the Shepherd one?
True comment.
Obviously I'm not
No
biased in
different
this,
to the
and you know
Kieran
that, but yeah, he's saying it's no different to the
No
Kieran one.
different to the Kieran one.
Then you look at the Shepherd one that they didn't call.
No, not different.
It's just, the calls in games.
Indeed. Well, the Phoenix get another power play opportunity here with 14 and 23 here to go in the second. And Hogarth's not happy with the lateness of the changing there on the Phoenix bench. They have their chance. They're not going to get their top power play line out.
He's in control of the face-off. They've sent too many imports. We can't start the game if they've got too many imports. Exactly the same. No, it's not great enough. Joe!
There you go then. So Long then comes up with the face-off win as Van Troberg tries to get it out, just stuck out the zone. Oh, the lino waved that one off, so Sullivan has to clear it from behind his own net. Will only find Schnabel in neutral ice though. And he'll look to regroup this with 1 minute and 45 to go on the Phoenix power play. Tip forward, Archer's going to have to skate in. Sullivan's with it behind the net, looks for the clear out. Long looks for the big clear, goes to the golf swing and misses that one. So the Phoenix are able to keep this one alive in the zone. Long and Sullivan and co battle for it, and eventually Joe Greener gets it all the way down the ice with 1 and 30 to go on the Phoenix power play.
Good play by the Bison there. They won the board battle, getting the puck out. Phoenix need to really try and just get in here, regroup, set up on this power play. This is, I believe, this could be a massive power play here.
Oh, Rand getting the turnover and the layoff to Connolly. He tries to get around Schnabel. Rand's going to try and stiff it on the backhand, and it just goes past the post.
Great play there by Connolly and Rand up high. 4 checks great from the Bison, then not letting the Phoenix sit and bring it out of their zone easily.
Hand now with it on the blue line, getting boos from around the crowd for what happened earlier, but that's a great pass as he lays it off to Schnabel. He takes the zone, McKinney dumps it on then to Schnabel, hands in behind the net. Schnabel now looking as the Phoenix try and set up. Cerny with it on the blue line, 50 seconds of their penalty play left as McKinney now has it, nearly a trip on the play. Kept alive though, Cerny lays it back and it sneaks out the zone off Schnabel. Shepherd's trying to skate and get something on it, but instead McKinney collects on his own blue line.
Yeah, good play by Shepherd, broke it up there, and it was good play by McKinney as well, just to come in and help Schnabel out.
Cerny now with it for the Phoenix as they once again regain the zone. 30 seconds left, men behind the net. They're going to work this one in tight and try and create something as hand goes forehand, backhand. Kovar's left alone. He gets caught at the corner, right across the face of the goal. And McKinney can't finish it as Baccarat now has it on the point. He keeps it live, lays it back into hand. McKinney will look to wrap it around. 13 seconds left of power play for the Phoenix. They've really dominated this one. Hand loses it off the end of his skate. Shepherd and him going to a battle in the corner, trying to win that one out. Hand gets the stick in there, as does the Phoenix guy. He steps away once, and the Bison get the clear, and Kurt Reynolds has got a breakaway as he comes out the box. Here comes Reynolds in on Phone, and another big save from Stephen Phone.
Big save by Phone there. This is the problem. The Phoenix, they're not listening to Phone. Phone's bang on the ice telling them the power play's coming to an end. They're all drawn into what's going on behind the goal. Reynolds steps out. That's a big moment in the game for me. You've got a breakaway. Yeah, you've probably got a little bit too much time as a defenseman coming forward to pick what you're going to do. But hey, massive save again by Phone.
Again, if Doug Shepherd could choose anybody to come out of the box, Kurt Reynolds probably wouldn't be in his top 15, I'll be honest with you.
No. He was never very good at Juice Boy either.
Chin getting the turnover, looking for Melacarino at the net. The Phoenix can only hold out with Boothroyd and Karpov going in the corner. Good battling there from Karpov as Bedford looked to take away. Instead, Melacarino does. He's under pressure though from Joe Graham as they battle in there. Melacarino will get the step away from Boothroyd. Bedford comes off. Melacarino trying to get clear of him. Chin now takes control of it and does a little dance with it. 16 and 55 gone here in the second, and that's a no look from Chin, which Graham should be able to clear despite the pressure. Corson Heron will go into the board for his troubles, and the Bison keep it in. Baird, that's going to fall nicely for the Bison. Chin with the shot. Oh, it nearly skipped off. Joe Graham skating into the net. Chin drives his man in the boards. Bentham can't clear. Joe Baird with the shot. Through a lot of traffic there, and Phone just able to get hold of it with 17 and 14 gone in the second.
Yeah, do you know what? Phone wouldn't have seen that till late, and it's a big save from him again. How many more times are the Phoenix going to ask their netminder to make a save?
They're called netminders. Do you not remember them? They're the ones with the big gloves and the big pads.
You mean the position that I play?
Well, he doesn't let him through his legs like you. That's what you got to remember, though. Or through that hole you've got in your glove. Anyway, the Phoenix coming up with a draw win, and Schnabel works it around. kept in there by the Bison in a bit of a ball battle, but they do get the clear as McKinney charges forward. Kovar's rushing into the slot trying to support. McKinney taken into the boards for his trouble. He's got the right side of his man. Man goes down, no call on the play, and Kieran Long will get the opportunity to skate away with it for the Bison. Long tries to dump it past Schnabel, can't, but Connolly's able to pick up the pieces. And the Bison have it now behind the net as Rand tries to step away from Kovar. No play on the play. Comes right out across the slot. Kieran Long had just skated the other way. Van Trober turns it over there. Long's able to cover for him. And the Bison will go out again as Rand looks to work it past Neil. They've had a great battle all night long. Nearly 2 minutes to go here in the second period. The Bison 2-1 in front. Rand lays it off for the shot at the net side. Whistled in net, still free at the net, until Stephen Foam's able to get the cover on it.
Big chance again for the Bison there. Well worked out in the corner by Rand and Long in front of Greener. Shot just hits the side of the net in there. Maybe would want that one back because he's got good wood on it. Phoenix need to try and get themselves, you know, maybe a bit of a foothold in the period just to go in. Even if they do go in 2-1 down at the end of this period, at least be on top at the end of that period, you know, so you're going in with a little bit more jump. Yes, the Bison are going to have the lead, but hey, just get into that dressing room, just have a little bit more jump in your step.
Well, maybe this is going to be the chance because the Phoenix are going to come out with Bakaric, and Bakaric takes the line happily. Offside calls coming from around the crowd. Ain't happening, and Reynolds under a lot of pressure from Cerny, getting a hug for his troubles. They're on the wrong side, both officials, but still, Reynolds is the man to come away with it, and Greener creates a bit of open ice. Greener lays it off. Backdoor Melacarino just skips over the end of his stick, and now the Phoenix come back the other way. Frankenstein, Bakaric takes it forward. Loves a bit of open ice, that boy does. As he goes in behind, he's held up by Van Trober, followed in by Karpov. The three of them try and battle for it in there, and it's Cerny who comes away with it, but Greener gets control with 1 minute and 15 to go here. The Bison look to come forward again. Melacarino's now got it. He's going to have to go himself after Karpov has taken off, and held up there by Joe Graham as we enter nearly into the final minute of the second period.
Oh, what a play by Karpov.
Break-up play there as we enter indeed to that final minute. Joe Graham looking for the big shot on Skins. He sees that one all the way. McKinney comes in at speed, just gets held out of the way for his troubles.
Good dump in by the Phoenix, though. Gives them the offensive face-off with 55 seconds left in the period.
McKinney still continuing his arguments in there with Reynolds. At the end of the day, you're happy for McKinney to chase in on that. There's no spray on the play, there's no snow on the play, it's fine.
No, and you're entitled to go in for it as well. Who's to say that when Skins drops that glove in front of him, the puck doesn't come out? You've got to make, you've got to go to the net. If you don't, your coach is going to have a right go at you and get in the change room.
And if any coach is to have a go at you, it will be Tony Hand as well, and he'll let you know about it as well.
10-minute Tony will definitely let you know.
All the fans here in commentary and fine voice as Sullivan works it out the zone. Neil keeps it alive though, and Sullivan's under pressure again. This time, Nicky Chin should be able to skate on against Schnabel and try and put him under a little bit of pressure. Shepherd just can't pick up the pieces, and Kovar will now take it open ice. Pressure coming in from Bed. Good bit of pressure on McKinney there, forcing a turnover with 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Archer tries the no-look flick on, doesn't get anything, and now Chin will have to get his legs moving against Schnabel. James Neal has it on the far side, back around Schnabel off the end of the stick, but with the Bison tiring at the end of their line, they'll be desperate to get the change. They'll be the happier ones though, as we enter into the final dying seconds of this period, with the Phoenix forced to work on their own net. Nearly another turnover there for Kieran Long. It's been such an interesting period. There may have been no goals in the first, but certainly the game has come to life in the second. The Phoenix took the lead on the power play through Robin Kovar. He certainly lit the game up, but a poor turnover just seconds later allowed Kieran Long to come in and put the Bison level. And then Joe Rand, the two, Kovar was taking him down on the penalty shots. Rand steps up and fired it past Foam, but if you just look at the goals, you're not looking at the true story of what was a great period of hockey at the end of the second in the 2014 EPL Playoff Finals. It's the Manchester Phoenix 1, the Basingstoke Bison 2. And referee Thompson checks with the goal judges, raises his arm in the air, and we are underway in the third period of the 2014 EPL Playoff Final. The Basingstoke Bison lead 2-1. This has got all the hallmarks of being a Coventry classic as we move into this final spell of the game. The Phoenix have got to try and dig this one out. 2-1 behind after that penalty shot, but they were probably in the ascendancy towards the end of the second. And they're going with that big cross-ice pass. Doesn't come off, no icing on the play, and the Bison will have to regroup behind their own net.
Yeah, the season ends here for both clubs. Leave everything out on the ice now. Don't sit back in the dressing room later thinking, could I have done more? That's a big thing now for each player as they come out onto the ice.
Phoenix trying to stretch the Bison at the moment, you think, but Karpov's able to step in. Then Melacarino steps in, and Doug Shepherd's the man on the speed trying to work it around. Gets past Neil. Karpov takes control of it. He's under pressure by Archer. And Karpov gets away with it, gets the shot off on phone at the near side. Shepherd picks it up, tries to fire it back into the slot, but Tony Hand tries to step in. Doug Shepherd's battling him for that buck though, and Shepherd does indeed come away with it, but the goal is off its mooring.
Dodgy goalies. We're always moving the goals.
1 minute and 10 gone here in the third period. Bison with a face-off in the offensive zone. And Greener can't come up with the win, but Schnabel's going to be under pressure as he's forced to wrap it around the board. Selby will put the pressure on, and Cameron Wynn's able to pick up the pieces. Archer goes down to the ice, trying to feed long in the slot. Can't, and the Phoenix will get the opportunity to clear. They do so with relative ease, but only to neutralise, where Kieran Long picks up, who dumps it back around. And Greener, well, if he had stepped the other way, then that could have been an opportunity for the Bison. That's a good play there by the Phoenix, as Hand will now take it forward. He dances round one, dances round two, dances with Wolves, but it comes back to Archer. He gets held up there by Kieran Long. Sullivan steps in with a stick on the play, trying to clear the boards. The Phoenix man breaks out first time. Sullivan gets it again. Cameron Wynn works it out, takes the dump, takes the change, and it's going to be a nice call on the play. And there was a change by Basingstoke. And Steph Hogarth. Oh, that was a change. Joey Baird did step out. Joey Baird, and he does indeed call it. There's 6 of them on the ice. The Bison didn't help themselves in any cause there.
No one jumped off. The thing is, Cam Wynn came across as well for the change. Thing is, as well, they're looking straight at the play. So the linesman's got his arm in the air as Baird comes in.
So there we go then. Icing infringement against the Basingstoke Bison, and this early in the period, it's the Phoenix who will go on the power play, and a chance to change everything as the period goes on here.
This is a big moment for the Phoenix. I think it could be a bigger moment for the Bison though. If they can kill this penalty off, the key thing is not to let Manchester get good wood on the puck.
Well, that was good play there by Zach Sullivan, waiting to take the chance to clear that one until he had a clear lane after Joe Rand's wind. He does though, but the Phoenix are going to come back the other way. They'll be hungry to take that 22nd goal like they did earlier, as Hand comes into the zone, looks to set it up. All the key men are out there. Kovar's got it, just fell off the end of the stick for the first time shot, so it comes back out to Bacharach and Kovar, back into Bacharach. He'll look to set it up cross ice for Hand. 1 minute and 30 to go on the Phoenix power play, as Hand has it on the hash mark, sets it up. Bacharach with the drive from the point, rebound in front, and it's James Archer, so often a Coventry sniffer, and he definitely was there for the Phoenix. The power play opportunity came. It was Bacharach's big shot. The rebound came off Skins. The first one,
As you say, we didn't see it.
On the board, it takes a happy bounce. And there's a whistle, 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 whistle. Whistle, and now Connolly does as well. Connolly gets the shot off and forces Bodie to save. The rebound's still there, and the puck was still there, and Phone having to scramble to keep that one covered. So another face-off, this time in the Bison offensive zone.
Yeah, I mean, Phone a little bit lackadaisical there, trying to get hold of the puck and let the puck just slip away from him, and then casually just drops on it.
Did you get up to Ellen the thesaurus yesterday? Did you? With lackadaisical?
And I'm surprised I got it out of the way my teeth have been today.
9 minutes and 20 to go here in the third period.
Send this man to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh dear, that's even worse. Shot comes in and Phone able to get the cover up there. Guantanamo Bay. Not heard that one ever. Might steal that one. Can I claim that was my line if possible?
Obviously, you don't watch Jack Whitehall on BBC Three.
I don't come up against popular culture. I come out in a rash when I do that, so I've got to be careful.
It's not the only thing you come out of a rash against.
Indeed. Talk to some people who went to Cosmo the other night. Bison with the shot comes in, whistles over the glass. And Phone threw an elbow at it. The Phoenix trying with the big ice pass, and the icing is waved off. And the Bison have to try and get it out, and Doug Shepherd just helps it on its way up into neutral ice, where the Phoenix regroup. Still there, and it's got it into the neutral zone. Archer tries to skate over the line, but can't. It's got a little biddy at the moment as Schnabel tries to take ice. He dumps it in, and Skins and Reynolds work it out between them, and Reynolds gets the wheel and gets the layoff to Karpov. A 2-on-2 break here for the Bison. Karpov lines up, and the screen comes right across, and Thomas Karpov, he just got a sniff of open ice, and he let fire with 10 minutes to go here in the third period. The Bison have moved 2 goals ahead, and it's Thomas Karpov with the shot.
I don't understand what's happened there with Phone. It's a shot that's come through. It's not through his screen. It's from the blue line. It's almost just taken a flap at it, and it's ended up going behind him. Opportune shot, though, from an opportune player in Karpov.
The Phoenix fans are either heading to the bar, or some of them are starting their journeys home.
Wow. Could we just be seeing it tipping back into Bison land here?
It's 2 goals in their favour now as Joe Graham collects the puck in the zone. The Phoenix try and need a goal as early as possible. That's another turnaround. Joe Green has path into the zone, completely boxed off, and now the Phoenix come out with it. Ben Wood using his speed, big shot. Skins able to deflect it around. The Phoenix will try and keep it in the zone and can't as Greener gets the skate. He's going to try and break puck course and Aaron. He does so. Penalty coming up on the play as well. And let's see what referee Thompson calls. It's a slashing call against Jacob Corson-Heron. No penalty shot coming in there, but it is a slash.
It's a big, big call there. It's the right call. Heron had to do something to try and break up Greener going through there. Good break up by Greener on the Bison blue line to get the partial breakaway. Big moment in the game now for the Phoenix. If they're going to come back into this game, they need to kill this 2-minute penalty.
Power play coming up for the Basingstoke Bison. 9 minutes 30 goes. Shepherd with the win. Back out to Sullivan on the point, looking for the high tip there from Connolly. It was almost a swat rather than a tip. He's able to keep the puck just about alive, but Schnabel, he gets hammered by Chin, and Shepherd's got it in front. Goes front and goes backhand. Can't get it anywhere, unfortunately, in the end. It comes back out to him, sets it back out to the point to Sullivan. Him and Shepherd work together to try and find a way through. Shepherd under pressure, laying it off to Chin. Chin back to Shepherd. Shepherd getting his head up and facing the right way now. Gets the layoff into Chin behind the net. He's looking for the opportunity. Tries to fight it through. It goes up onto the net behind. Little bit of a scuffle in front of Schnabel goes down. And the next comes Alex Moore.
Robert Cini!
Good to it went in the final 2 minutes of the game. It would have been an automatic penalty shot or a goal. Good to it went in the final 2 minutes of the game. It would have been an automatic penalty shot or a goal.